Instead, the leadership of this league has just failed miserably. That's just not my voice in the book. That's other people as well. Yeah. And what a shame. What a shame.
Kathy Angelbert has a history of disrespecting Caitlin Clark, but this time she went too far, and now everyone is furious.
Insane. The disrespect is insane. Kathy, you got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do. This is wild. After all she's done for you, after all she's done for this league, you disrespect Caitlin Clark in that manner.
And believe me, it's not just the fans anymore. Some of the biggest journalists, including Christine Brennan, are calling this out, and it's throwing the entire league into panic. If you think Kathy is blatantly snubbing the WNBA's biggest star, drop "shame on Kathy" in the comments below. Now, here's what really happened.
Beckers made an appearance on the Jennifer Hudson show. And so Paige is doing this kind of hype line. She's kind of dancing. They're doing the Paige Beckers song. She's walking down. And then at the end of the tunnel is Kathy Engelbert. Kathy Engelbert is on set at the Jennifer Hudson show, and she's there to surprise Paige with her Rookie of...
Kathy Angelbert just appeared on the Jennifer Hudson show. Not for a league update, not for a major announcement, but to personally hand the Rookie of the Year trophy to the league's golden child, Paige Bueckers. And sure, celebrating a rookie is fine. But here's the part that raised eyebrows. Paige's team didn't even make the playoffs. They finished with 10 wins, 34 losses, and went home early. Yet she still got the parade, the dance, and the commissioner herself presenting the trophy on national TV.
This is one way to be delivered the news that you are WNBA Rookie of the Year, Paige Bueckers. My goodness, she'd be checking some of them boxes. She checked some of them boxes.
But on the other hand, last year Caitlin Clark, the league's biggest name, the rookie who shattered 19 records and carried her team into the playoffs, got a very different treatment. Her Rookie of the Year trophy? No stage, no celebration, and no Kathy. She simply received a phone call while practicing on the court, and that was it.
Somebody that wants to say a couple things really quick.
Hi, Coach Side. This is WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. Do we have the team all together?
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
All right. I know you guys are in Connecticut. Well, but good luck in tomorrow's playoff game. And is Caitlin Clark in the room?
Sure is.
Yeah. Caitlin, it feels like just yesterday when I called your name to the stage as the #1 pick in this year's.
That was enough to test everyone's patience. But even that isn't the full story of disrespect, not by a long shot. There's more. And once you see the whole picture, you'll understand exactly why fans are this angry.
Unfortunately, when you see something like that, you can't help but think of what they did last year for Caitlin. Now, if you guys remember last year for the Rookie of the Year rollout, they absolutely butchered it. I don't know if they could have butchered it any more than they.
So let's get into it. If you follow the WNBA even a little, you already know Paige Bueckers. And with her, you know the running joke. She's basically the refs and the league's favorite child. But this time, they took it to a whole new level. Paige won Rookie of the Year. Fine, cool. She had a solid season. Nobody's denying that. But here's the part that raised eyebrows. She got 70 out of 72 votes. And the celebration? Oh man, picture this. On the Jennifer Hudson show, Paige walks down the hallway, and the staff literally breaks into song. She's shooting hoops with J. Hud, the crowd's chanting her name. She's dancing, vibing, like it's straight out of a Disney Channel special.
This is a league. They cannot help but have the absolute utmost amount of pure, unadulterated cringe as humanly possible.
And then, surprise. Who's waiting at the end of the tunnel? None other than Commissioner Kathy Angelbert herself, holding the Rookie of the Year trophy like it's the Holy Grail.
You just have somebody that wants to say a couple things really quick.
Hi, Coach Side. This is WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. Do we have the team all together?
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
All right. I know you guys are in Connecticut. Well, but good luck in tomorrow's playoff game. And is Caitlin Clark in the room?
Sure is.
Yeah. Caitlin, it feels like just yesterday when I called your name to the stage as the #1 pick in the...
I mean, wow. The commissioner herself, waiting in the tunnel with the trophy in hand. That's not just a celebration. That's royalty treatment. And look, there's nothing wrong with appreciating your players. That's nice, that's respectful. But this one moment, this over-the-top, red carpet-level celebration raised eyebrows. It made people stop and ask, wait, why this level of favoritism? And it wasn't just casual fans noticing. Some of the biggest voices in sports media started asking the same question.
Paige Beckers at J Hud. Hey, shooting buckets, she's the one. Paige Beckers at J Hud. Shooting buckets, she's the one.
And I'm the last person you fucking see on this whole spirit tunnel. But I'm here to present you with the 2025 key at WNBA Rookie of the Year. Wow, congratulations.
Because this isn't just about Paige getting a trophy and a song and dance number. This is about a system where the league bends over backwards for its favorites while ignoring the players fans actually love. And that's not just unfair, it's slowly killing the trust of the WNBA fan base. One of the biggest names to call this out, Christine Brennan, the legendary journalist, best-selling author, and the one who literally wrote the book on Caitlin Clark. She spoke up after a fan posted a side-by-side video on Twitter. On one side, Paige getting a red carpet Rookie of the Year celebration. On the other, Caitlin Clark's bare bones. Oh hey, here's a phone call treatment from last year. The caption didn't hold back either. The WNBA hates Caitlin Clark. And Brennan's reply hit hard. It was literally brutal and eye-opening for the WNBA. I was with the Fever last year for my book, so I witnessed this up close. Both Fever playoff games were inconvenient, sure, but there was plenty of time the next week for a TV appearance or local event to celebrate CC, which also would have boosted interest in the WNBA. But no. And that's not just commentary, that's receipts. She was there. She saw it, and she's calling it out. Remember, this is the same Christine Brennan who wrote On Her Game, the instant bestseller about Caitlin Clark. She's interviewed Caitlin, followed her journey closely, and she's been exposing the WNBA's treatment of her ever since.
Of course, that leads us to this. Kathy Engelbert, who I believe has now successfully overtaken Adam Silver. I didn't think this was possible.
And guess what? That's not all. Just a day ago, Christine Brennan dropped the numbers too. With Caitlin Clark, playoff games pulled in 1.84 million viewers. Without her, barely 950K. ESPN's own stats show the same thing. Caitlin literally doubles their ratings. And let's be real, Brennan's not the only one pointing this out. Dr. Ryan Brewer, an associate professor of finance at Indiana University Columbus, says Caitlin already makes up 26.5% of a league's entire economy. He even projects she could push the WNBA past $1 billion this year. And then there's Olden Polinis. He's out here practically begging the league to treat her the right way.
What's going on with Caitlin Clark and her colleagues in the WNBA, whether it is just another moment where a superstar comes in from college and gets treated, physically, as clearly Michael Jordan was back in the day, right? Like, let's not forget, it's not specific to just the WNBA and Caitlin Clark, or is there some form and format of jealousy happening here, Christine? And where do you stand on that subject matter?
Yeah, Muffet McGraw, in the book, I quote her, she talks about the petty jealousy that she was seeing. She's, of course, sent a ton of Notre Dame players to the WNBA and has watched very...
So after all this, how does the league still think it's okay to give Paige a full-on musical parade while Caitlin only gets a phone call? You're disrespecting the league's biggest star. Fans see it. Journalists see it. Everyone's shouting the truth, but the WNBA acts like nothing happened, like it's business as usual. Wow. Just wow. And trust me, fans aren't taking this lightly. They're furious. And these aren't just blind diehards either. They've got logic. They've got reason. Once you see the full comparison, you'll say the exact same thing.
Fast forward to Caitlin Clark. She hadn't touched a basketball, and it's like she's going to be the number one player pick. Of course she is, because she moves the needle. This is the generation we're in. Everybody was talking about Caitlin Clark at Iowa. And so to me, she was already popular. So when she gets to the WNBA, her teammates now upset because the jealousy's there. Oh, why is she getting all this notoriety? How come she's the only one they're talking about? All the other players who thought they should have been getting it. The Tarazis, the Sue Birds, the Breonna Stewarts, whoever they are, whether they said something or not, they thinking, well, how come I didn't get this? So to me, that's where it's stemming from. It's a lot of jealousy, and it's
One person on X put it bluntly, it's an absolute joke. Imagine having the most recognized female athlete in team sports history in your league, and this is how you treat her. Someone make it make sense. Another said it even sharper. Kathy has never celebrated anything related to Caitlyn. Her disrespect toward Caitlyn is disgusting. And honestly, they're not wrong. Because if you rewind a bit, Kathy Angelbert has been brushing off Caitlyn Clark since day one. Every time she's asked about Caitlyn, her response gets watered down into some generic, hollow praise, like Caitlyn's just another player, instead of the superstar changing the game. Want me to start stitching all these rewrites into one full script now, so you've got a single ready-to-use narration?
Use Paige Beckers to diss Caitlyn Clark publicly. That's out of pocket. That's out of pocket. This whole thing, this whole league is lit right now because of CC22. That's it. Let's be clear here. That doesn't mean there's not good players. We talking about the reason why it got lit. It's because of 22.
Obviously, there's a stark contrast in how both of these rookies received their Rookie of the Year award. Now, I do want to note that Caitlyn was in playoffs. Paige is not in playoffs. She's essentially in her off-season.
She can't even bring herself to put Caitlyn's name out there on its own, even when Caitlyn is the one carrying the league's numbers. I mean, what is this? Jealousy? Stubbornness? Or something else fans just can't wrap their heads around? Whatever the reason, the message is clear. Caitlyn doesn't get the respect she deserves. And if you still have doubts about whether this is right or wrong, let's lay the whole situation out. Because once you see the comparison, it's impossible to unsee. Right now, Paige is in the off-season, which is why she was free to attend the show and get that massive celebration. But do you know why she's free? Because her team, the Dallas Wings, didn't even qualify for the playoffs. They finished with 10 wins and 34 losses. That's bad. Really bad. Yet somehow, she's the one receiving the royal treatment. The tunnel, the cameras, the commissioner herself, all staged like a blockbuster moment.
In terms of the comments, in terms of the way the commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, who I've known and I like, the way she has trouble talking about Caitlyn Clark, or if she's asked about Caitlyn, then she will say, well, Caitlyn and Angel. Well, she wasn't asked about Angel.
Now, shift to Caitlyn Clark. While Paige was off, Caitlyn was busy leading her team into the playoffs last year. And she wasn't just the best rookie, she was the engine of the Indiana Fever. That's the truth. With Caitlyn on the floor, alongside players like Sophie, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell, the whole team came alive. Fans could feel the energy, the spark, the unity, and they loved every second of it.
Wound up being the most viewed video on our YouTube page in June was when J.C. Sheldon and Marina Mabry treated Caitlyn Clark like a pinball in the Connecticut Sun game, and then Sophie Cunningham treated Sheldon like she was a wide receiver.
But it doesn't stop there. Caitlyn is the one who lifted the entire league. She brought new fans in, filled arenas, and got people spending money. WNBA venues hit 94% capacity. People who never cared about women's basketball were suddenly paying attention, all because of her. And how does the league repay her? Caitlyn delivered one of the best rookie seasons ever and grew the league. Paige finished on a bottom team. Yet Paige gets the parade, while Caitlyn gets a phone call. That's not just favoritism, that's straight-up disrespect.
Get a phone call? She didn't get a phone call from a random number.
Here's the biggest question. If all the fans, journalists, and analysts are standing on one side, all saying the exact same thing, but the league is standing on the other, pretending nothing's wrong, what do you think the result will be?